Hey, what's up, Raiders? It's your boy Etro, and we've done it. We've held down the #1 spot for an entire week in the NA server. It was a difficult, daunting task. Looking at the win rate and losses, you can tell by how many gems I've spent. Now, in this video, you're gonna see me using Arc and Epis as my main dealers, separated into two segments. Now, if you've made it into this video as my opponent, I am by no means trying to bash or belittle you. This is just a general awareness, an assessment, a fair assessment on the habits that we can pick up on, animation cues that can help us respond on how to counterattack. Now you'll get to see that through a breakdown of the matchups that I did, so stay tuned and I hope you enjoy this video. Here we have Izanami, who's a guildmate of mine. Now, looking at his Epis, I want to take her out immediately. I do this by having a pre-selected skill rotation on the start, S2 from Scarlet followed by Arch's S3, big damage and silence coming in, S2 from Ricardo to neutralize the damage coming from Epis, and then Lais pushes her back even more by doing S3. At this point, I have enough mana to do S1 from S2 from Arch for more damage coming in, and as you can see, it's not enough for him to get the job done. His Epis managed to kill my Scarlet, and finito. Now we'll face him again and we'll see a different rotation. Here we are facing Izanami again, about to open a can of whoop ass on this boy. Arches S1 to S2 to S3 in one combo, 8 seconds. Pay attention to it, it happens so fast. If you're wondering how I was able to do that, I can do it in another separate video where I can show his gear, his equipment, because it has to do a lot with the equipment to pull off that combo. We have another Epis user here. So in this part, I want to start off with Ricardo's S1 and just see who gets affected by it. And from there we can decide what rotation to do with Arc. So opening with an S1 from Ricardo, we can see that Epis gets knocked back. I can do the S3 combo from Arc and S2 from Scarlet. They were all gathered up. It only made sense to use that combo. I use whatever skills I have remaining to DPS, and down goes Corbel. We have an Arc user here just like me. Arc is very powerful in the arena still, despite the 2 nerfs that he's gotten. Now, how do I play this? I want to do S1 from Ricardo, again, just to see who gets affected. Now, doing this, we can see his Arc gets knocked back. From here, I decide to S3 from Arc immediately to silence and big damage everyone. I hold out on S2 from Scarlet because now he popped his shield. Now that I use it, Scarlet's S2 will kill Arc. I do the S1 and S2 combo from Arc, and the rest is history. Ikaros here is using a Celine, which you hardly see in the top 50 challenger, but he does it well because of Mediana's S3. Now, I did my research on him, and he uses a talisman of resistance on both Celine and Mediana. So if you look and see, S2 here from Scarlet, they're still unaffected by the stun, but Ricardo's S3 and Arch's S3 was able to take her out because she was in the line of fire. Now from here, you can see that Mediana has already S3'd the remaining highest attack dealer, which is Mirian, and nothing's working. I could still stun debuff her, but here we go. S2 from Scarlet will strip away that buff from Mediana, and the lights go out in Georgia. We're queuing and we get Janates. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Here we have an Epis user, and I like this one because he was able to understand the animation cue from my Ricardo. S2 from Ricardo, he stomps his pillar or coffin or dildo, what have you, and he was smart enough to S1 because that could have potentially killed me. Now from here, S2 from Scarlet to the S3 combo, resulting in silence, and from here, whatever remaining DPS I have, I follow through. Gosh, that was a tricky one. My hero is here, who is a Nyx user. Now this is an interesting fact. If you do have 2 warriors as your front liner, whoever has the highest physical defense will be right at the front line. Now this works to my advantage because now Ricardo and my Scarlet will stick on his Scarlet. Nyla is a diver, and Nyla will dive right into my team. Ricardo's S3 will hit Nyx immediately, and I follow up with S3 from Arch, S2 from Scarlet as soon as possible, just so that you could get that stun in. And from here you could see my arc was stunned, but as soon as I recover, one shot to the Nyx who is in the back line, and from here I follow with the skill rotations and the fat lady sings. Please ignore any of the background sound because I can't do this audio recording anytime again this week. So here, John X Havoc, we have an arc user. Now this one's interesting because we're at the second part of this segment. We're now moving into Epis as our main dealer. I check to see if anyone gets affected by the S1. I S2 immediately from Epis, and from here, look, she gets stunned. Now I want to wake her up by Scarlet's S2. I took the risk by not saving that for Arch's suicide shield, but it pays off because I have S3 for Epis, and then following it up with the S2 and S1. Way to go. Here we're facing Ronin, and he has a Cassell and an Arc. He does have Maria for CC, so how do we play this out? I'm going to use Zoish, Ricardo's S1, S2 from Epis, and this is a big mistake that I did. One shot because of the combo, right? Now when I S1 here, notice how he gets unaffected. Now that's because when Arc does the animation where he flies up to the sky, he has a time frame where he is totally invulnerable to physical or magic DPS. So from there, as you can see, when Maria does the Dark Matter skill, I immediately use S2 from Scarlet to get away from that CC and pummel stomp from here. You can see a lot of dodge coming in from Cassell because that's what he's known for. He will dodge all the physical and magical. So you just have to do what you can. If you do have the artifact that gives accuracy and status accuracy, go ahead and use it. It'll help because his dodge is just out of this world.